Hi guys, Currency Games here with another video. It's episode 11, almost at 10, episode 11 of our daily logs for Eurusd and Eurgbp. So let me get started off with the setup I took on Eurusd today. There's a 2-hour short, So yeah, if you recall, we had this H12 fair value gap we were looking at on the H12 and also on the 4-hour, okay? Price reached that yesterday, and if you noticed, we created a fractal high at the top here. This order block was what I was expecting price to come down to possibly push up, and I was originally expecting price to probably push higher today, but we didn't get that. It did fall quite a bit, to be fair, and we also did have this FEG down here that we were expecting price to be drawn to as well. Now, with expecting price to come down to this order block here to go up, and with the fact that we were in this H12 fair value gap, combined with the fact we made a H4 fractal high, combined with the fact also we were trending down on the H1, I found my shorts to be valid today. Okay, cool. What do we do here? This rectangle here, why is it like this on the H1? Why is it all that? That's better. Fucking hell. This here is the H1 order block. London session came, price traded into it. Let me put the session indicators onto this clearer. We traded into it here, rejected off it, traded downwards. If you notice, we had a nice break in M5 market structure, and then towards the end of London session, we came back into that order block to continue lower and hit my target of 2%. Now, why was I only targeting 2R? This was because if you remember yesterday, I was thinking that this H4 order block would push price back up, but it didn't. Yeah, if we held it, we could have got 5, 6R, almost 7R, but you don't need that. You don't need that. All you need to do is get your pound of flesh out of the market. For me personally, 2 hours enough. And looking at it in hindsight, it's so much easier than looking at it when you actually take it. I would have known that this was not going to hold. We could predict, we could analyze, but I wasn't have known. Me taking out 2R here was all I needed. That would have been much better than me holding it and then it reversing on me, hitting break even or not hitting my 2R target, or me getting stopped out. So don't get greedy and think you can hold your positions for however long you want to. Always remember, where is the most logical place price could reverse when you're in a trade, and just put your TP a bit short of, a bit above that, a bit below it. You don't need to get home runs all the time, okay? So yeah, that was my short on Euro USD today. Going into Euro GBP, lovely stuff to be fair. This is exactly what we were talking about yesterday. This order block up here holding. We were wary of this H1 low, this daily low here, right? Because we raided it, but nevertheless, look how nicely price respected our level today. This order block up here, we literally took out this H4 high and just came down lovely today. And yeah, this would have been my draw. Going to the M5 to see the setup. This was the H4 order block here, and look, we came into that, had a nice break of M5 market structure, traded back up, and we dropped. If I was to have entered this trade, I would have had my TP probably just at this low here, just over 2 hours as well. But the reason why I didn't enter this trade is because I was already in a trade on EURUSD. I didn't see the need to enter again because I already had my pound of flesh on the markets. You know, you don't need to force things and enter more than once. Okay. So I hope that cleared up why I went short on EURUSD today and why it could have gone short on Eurgbp today as well. Okay. Going into what I'm seeing for tomorrow, starting with EURUSD. This is looking very interesting to me. Look how we are trading back below this high, and look how we've came into this H12 fair value gap here. Now, this fair value gap here is my next draw. Depending how we react here, we'll do a lot of talking. Also, this daily order block here as well. and also that H12 fair value gap is also daily fair value gap as well, just so you can see. But how we react here will be very interesting. If we could have come down, reverse, and go back up to attack the buy side, or we could just fall straight through it. If this weekly candle closes below this high going into next week, it could be a strong indication for a short bias. What we also need to take into consideration is that we're at this H4 order block low. Okay, we're in deep discount of this range here from this low to this high. Now, at these given moments, I do not have a bias on Euro USD. I really want to see how we react off this, of that fair value gap, before I'm long or short. Maybe tomorrow going into another session we'll get some clear information regarding where our bias should be, but as of right now I'm not gonna call a top or a bottom. Okay, and also the H1 is even looking that clear either. So yeah, we could see how we react to this fair value gap, or we could even just push straight off this order block as well. Again, you just have to wait and see how price moves tomorrow. In regards to Eurgbp, I pretty much have the same type of story as what we've done today. See how today we came on this order block, pushed lower, same thing. Probably going to have a retracement higher. Anything above this line here, I'm looking at to go short. Okay, why is that? Remember this day, the order block we had here at the beginning of the week, look how we've respected that. Now, the next obvious drawn liquidity is clearly this low. So long term, when I say long term, I mean at least intermediate term, we are short. Again, look at the H12. We've also taken out this low here. I am short. Now, in regards to the H4, we can't just be going short already. We need to wait for the H4 to go into a discount for me personally before I'm gonna go in line with my daily bias to go short. So coming into the session, we could make a low here and a round off. We could then see a retracement up into price to go short. In that retracement up into price, we could get longs on the H1. However, as soon as we hit around 50% of this range, I'm not looking at any more longs. That will be then where I'm looking at the main bias, which is short. But if we do round off here, we could look at longs to get back into the premium of this range here. Okay, and that's the thing with these markets. You know, you might have a long-term bias, as you can see here. My long-term bias is bearish, but you can still get longs as retracements to go bearish. The only thing when doing that is you have to be nimble and you have to be accurate. You can't just be holding everything for a long period of time. Okay, like when your main bias is long but you're taking shorts, you just got to make sure that you know when you're going to stop taking shorts, because the probability will not be on your side. Okay, and you got to know how and when to get in and out the market. You got to be nimble with it, and you got to make sure your trading plan accommodates for it, as well as your personality and your psychology. Okay, but yeah, that will be all for today. Probably on Saturday I am going to do a psychology video, probably like 20-30 minutes. So I've got some topics I want to go over, but yeah, until then, as I said, Eurgbp probably look at retracement up to go short. That's if we round off going into London session tomorrow. And EURUSD at the moment, I'm not too strong on a bias. I really want to see how we react to this fair value gap, and if we break this low here and this low here. Okay, but thank you guys for listening, and good luck tomorrow in the markets, guys.